All right, here's my unpopular opinion of the day. This is a bonus video. I'm going to sit here and ramble for just a short second. So, my unpopular opinion. I would rather use an arrow than hunt with subsonic rifle ammunition. I'm going to say that again. I would rather use a crossbow or a vertical bow than use subsonic rifle ammunition. So many people came out of the woodwork the past 2 days telling me how much you love hunting with subsonic ammo. Okay, I'm just saying it, and here's the point I'm trying to get across. To prove their point, a lot of people said, "What are you talking about, man? You take a lot of deer with crossbows and bows." Well, the subsonic rifles are better than that. No, they're not. I hunt with 3-inch swackers. I'm not sponsored by these people. I don't know any of them. But I've taken a lot of deer. And these right here, the 3-inch swackers, massive trauma. Off the top of my memory, every deer that I've hit with one of these has dropped very quickly. No tracking. 3 inches of razor blades causes much more damage and trauma than a subsonic rifle round. I've taken deer with both. I'm speaking from experience. That's just a fact. If the biggest buck you ever seen stepped out, would you rather have a subsonic rifle bullet in your gun or a supersonic? This is a 450 Bushmaster. This one right here is going like 1,000 feet per second. Less than that depending on your barrel length. This in a supersonic 450 Bushmaster is going like 2,200 feet per second with 2-3 times the energy, maybe more than that. I want big energy. I've shot deer with subsonic bullets. Just makes a little hole through them. I've hit deer in the heart with a subsonic bullet and tracked the deer for half a mile and never found them, even though they got a hole through their heart. I've shot deer in the heart with these, and they went like 10 yards and couldn't go any further because they had massive blood loss and massive trauma. So the argument that I deer hunt with crossbows and bows against a subsonic rifle bullet, that doesn't hold any weight. It just doesn't. And I'm speaking from experience. I've taken a lot of deer. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not making assumptions. I've shot deer with subsonic bullets. There might be some exceptions, maybe, like an 8.6 Blackout, which I don't have experience with. The 8.6 Blackout, that's a 338 projectile, so that's a bigger bullet. And there's probably some super special bullets in those 8.6s that expand to like an inch or inch and a half. Those might cause massive trauma. But your argument that a subsonic rifle bullet is better than a crossbow, these go at 500 feet per second and create a 3-inch wound with these broadheads. These are awesome. That's my rant for the day. This might get no views and I might delete it, but I'm just sitting here ranting. I don't suggest you hunt with 300 Blackout subsonic. I don't suggest you hunt with anything subsonic. I know a bunch of you guys have had great success with it, and that's fine. Inside of 50 yards, hit them right in the dome or right in the central nervous system or right in the center of the heart. Yes, it will work. It will work. But it's like saying, here's a random good example. Your buddy's going to drag race you. Said, man, bring your fastest car. I'm going to drag race you and the winner gets $1,000. Are you going to pick your Honda Civic or are you going to take your Corvette? I'm picking the Corvette because I know it's faster. It has 4 times the horsepower of my Honda Civic. So why would you bring a Honda Civic to the hunting woods when you could bring a Corvette. You know what I'm saying? But that's my rant. But I'm just telling you from experience. The crossbows and bows with the broadheads that we have today create much more trauma and much more blood loss than a subsonic rifle load. Rant is over. I'll be interested to see all your comments down below. Y'all know I read every comment. Absolutely give me your experience and your examples. People told me today, a guy told me, hey man, me and my son have taken 60 deer with subsonic rifle loads. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You make your own decisions. But I'm telling you, me, if I'm hunting, I want a supersonic bullet. That's just it. The only exception, the only time where I would hunt with a subsonic is like a scenario where, say I had permission to hunt on a landowner, but his neighbors were big time Karens and didn't like deer hunting. Then that landowner might say, do you have a suppressor and maybe do you have some subsonic loads? In that case, I would say, yes, you're letting me have permission to deer hunt your land. I will do everything that you ask me. I might offer up, hey, I would rather use a suppressor with the supersonics, but if you want me to use subsonics, that's fine. But just know that deer with a subsonic is probably going to run really far, and that deer might run into your Karen neighbor's yard, and then we have a big thing where that neighbor's calling the cops, and, you know. But if I use the supersonics, that deer's going to drop right where it stands. So I'm just giving you all the information here, landowner. But that's kind of a reason. Or if you're like hunting city limits, you have permission and it is legal in the city limits, that might be a good time, you know, where you're within earshot of a neighborhood or something. You know, you're still obviously in a safe direction and whatnot. I could see that. I could understand. I could be on your team with the subsonics. This rant is getting longer. I might as well talk for 15 more seconds because YouTube likes 8-minute videos. But that's the end of the rant. My crossbow beats your subsonic load. And that's just a fact, Jack. But hey, like I said, I'll read all your comments. I'm not mad at anybody for anything. I'm just offering up my opinion based on my experience in the woods, taking a bunch of deer. But hey, I truly appreciate you watching. Today's the last day to vote for the Gundies. That would mean a lot to me if you went over there and voted. It's a People's Choice award show type thing. If you got 20 seconds, I'd appreciate you click the link below and go vote. But that's my rant today. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one. Hoo-doo!
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cal. It don't make a difference, man. We like to